I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DM Watts.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's
Yeah.
get it.
So, all right, here we go. What's going on, everybody? I am Davey.
I'm Misty.
And welcome to another episode of DM Watts Podcast. Real quick, getting into it. The blue and yellow. Guys, it is literally on the news every day. Ukraine stuff is still happening over
Did
there.
you see the dog though?
What dog?
The dog named Patron.
What?
He's a little service dog in the
What, in
Ukraine,
Ukraine?
and he got awarded because he sniffed out like over 400, I think.
Really?
bombs. Yeah.
Was it
since
a Ukraine
started.
dog or was
Yeah.
it like, oh,
A little bitty.
really?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, that's great though. That's
Yeah.
great.
I mean, it's awful,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
great.
it's awesome. Yeah, I mean, wow, I said
And
awesome. It's awful, but it's great.
He was going after Macron. in
Really?
Canada, yeah,
Oh,
because that guy was there.
oh. So
Anyways.
DMYspodcast.com is where you can find us at. You guys check us on all the other streaming services too. We're in some crypto, which we just can't even mention anymore right now. It's just crazy. Our service dogs says hello. And without further ado, I am going to go ahead and pull from this fishbowl and see that I got like 3 topics in my hand by accident.
She's very interested in what you're doing.
Yeah,
Daddy.
I see that. I see that.
Because I want to pick from
Yeah.
fishbowl.
So, well, actually, she wanted to pick from her treats.
She wants a treat.
Yeah, that's all that is. So the fishbowl topic of the day is called "Do It Yourself," which had DIY, which has plenty of meanings to me. This one right here. So maybe I haven't mentioned it before. I am definitely not the mechanically inclined one in our marriage whatsoever. This one here has shown me how to paint, how to build things, how to do all this, because a little known fact about wifey, she did 8 years in the construction in Boston, right?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Gloucester.
In
yeah,
yeah.
the North Shore.
Yeah.
North Shore, Massachusetts.
Yep. So it was yeah. So talk about a crash course. I mean, clearly I'm not going to share with you guys what the house looked like. I'm not going to share pictures of the house, what it looked like before she got here. But we have a color that we call Kansas brown.
Wichita brown, to be more
Yeah,
specific.
Wichita brown.
Every house that we have been in
Yeah.
is this weird
This is-
brown
yeah,
color
it is.
that people in Sedgwick County just seem to love.
They swear by it.
Uh,
Like every house you see up for sale, it's this weird brown. Is
and
like
we're talking
so.
about interior, not exterior. We're talking
Yeah,
about the interior
interior.
color. It's just
Yeah.
passing, and that's the color that this house was.
Yeah. And then when
And then I showed up.
well, hold on. Then the other thing is that we found on the other houses is that aren't brown on the inside, that
Yeah.
brown.
Yeah.
For some reason, the color they pick doesn't go with anything in the house.
Nothing.
It's like, you know what make this house really neon yellow.
Yeah.
It's like,
Or that really bad blue.
yeah,
That bad.
bad
I
blue.
call it children's Alaris blue.
it's just
It's just a bad blue.
you should not do this. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, it is literally bad. But yeah, so she got here, and let me tell you how she did it. I came home from work one day. I came home from work, and she had painted like half of a wall,
Uh-huh.
and was like, "Hey, so
Well, we have a half wall coming
Yeah.
downstairs.
yes, it is like she had painted like half of it." And I was like, "So I just want to know, what do you think of this color?" And I was like, "Oh, I really like it." She was like, "You do?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Good. Now, can we please paint this wall?"
So this wall is now going to be
Yeah,
blue. That
yeah.
wall is going to be blue.
Yeah.
And that wall is going to be blue.
But it was
the
a-
rest is going to be white.
Right, but it was a good blue. It's called Fly By Night, wasn't it?
Yes, it's
Fly
a
By Night blue. It's a
beautiful dark
look it up.
blue.
It's a good, beautiful
Yeah.
dark blue. And
We even did our ceilings down
we
here.
did our ceilings. We did our fireplace.
Yeah.
Is that the Fly By Night blue we got on there?
Yes.
And then yeah, and after you get the bug, what I can say is, because you get the bug, next thing you know, I'm building walls, closing up walls.
I'm very proud of him. He did.
Yeah, we did. We
he
closed
got
up some walls.
crash course in how
Man.
to build a wall. And
Yeah.
he did it and did
Yeah.
fantastic.
And then like we didn't stop there though. You know, we built walls.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we were out gardening. So
Yes.
we talk about do it yourself, right? But do it yourself means so much more, because me, and she'll tell you, I remember the first time you came into the bedroom,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? And was like, "Oh, you mounted the TV." I said, "No, I didn't." She's like, "You didn't mount the TV?" I said, "No, I didn't do that. Walmart got this mountain service."
I was like, so wait, you
She was like,
paid
"You
someone?
paid somebody?" I sure did. Like, I don't know how to mount a TV. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff.
Like,
I was
well,
like,
you don't pay anybody anymore.
So sure enough, I learned how to mount the TV.
Yep.
Learn how to do all those things. You know what I mean? It was
we closed up the doggy
yep,
door.
we closed up the doggy door. The dogs can't go through there anymore. Yeah, had a few things that we did that we were really proud of.
And I taught you to fix the garbage disposal.
Yes, we fixed the garbage disposal.
And the dishwasher.
And the dishwasher. And that one, I did not like fixing the dishwasher. So I did not. That one was job. Yeah, it was.
That's a dirty job. I don't like plumbing. I'm good at it, but I don't like to do it. If
you have never fixed the dishwasher before, that's when you find out. You'd be like, "Who ate this? What was this?" Like it was gross. It is so. It's nasty, man. Fixing the dishwasher.
That's why I get so irritated though about dishes in the dishwasher.
Yes,
and not washing them before they go in because I've had to clean out a lot of dishwashers.
And she will tell me, we will go back and forth like, "Hey, you're not gonna rinse that off before you put it in the dishwasher?" I'm like, "Well, ain't that the point of the dishwasher?"
What's the point of the dishwasher then?
She was like, "Well, to wash the dishes." Well, if this one's dirty, why would I wash it? If that's the dishwasher's job. And she's like,
dishwasher, it just is to sanitize.
Yeah. However,
it doesn't take off baked off egg off of
then that's what I learned is that it's like, you notice how she got real specific with like, you know, baked off egg off a spatula. I know what her hands was getting at. Well, I may or may have not put a spatula in there, cake with egg on it. Like, I'll take care of it. And then
it happened the other day too. Yeah, I was cooking and I was looking because I have a vase with our, utensils that you always need, your spatula, your whisk, that stuff right by the stove, ready to go. And I'm cooking and I'm looking and I'm like, what's on my spatula? And I look and I go, it's egg. And I didn't say nothing. I just picked it up and threw it in the sink.
So all I'm saying is, so should probably wipe that egg and off that spatula before you put it in the dishwasher. You know what I mean? But same thing with pots though. I mean, or pans. It's like if you don't scrape that off before you put it in. Look, I can understand putting it in the dishwasher because we have a setting on our dishwasher called sanitize. Yeah. And it's that hot water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I can understand putting that in there, but you still got to scrape the stuff off. Like, hey, man.
Well, I feel like people think that when you put something in the dishwasher, that little gnomes and fairies and magical creatures come out and scrub the things in there. And that's not at all
that's what exactly happens. What happens. What are you talking about?
It's not.
I really think you need to.
It's not. I'm sorry. You need Fantasy to look that killer. No, I get it. First I ruined songs. Now I'm ruining the little magical creatures that live in our dishwasher.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I don't believe her. So the gnomes are there and they scrub it. They just haven't been doing a good job. Maybe I need to have a talk with them.
I think they're on a strike for a very long time.
I may need to have a talk with those guys. Look, hey, bro, y'all. But what else did we do with the do-it-yourself stuff? We created, we were building, we put a bunch of boards up on our fence. So little known fact, lots of times when you have a fence that's worn down, a lot of times it's really easy. Well, it ain't easy. A lot of times it's easy to just call somebody and say, hey, come get me a new fence.
Yeah.
Versus, all right, which one of my boards need replacing?
Yeah.
Versus the entire fence needs to go. And I'm here to tell you the price of wood.
During COVID, the price of all DIY things,
everything,
all big box stores, all lumber yards, everything went soaring.
Yeah.
But yeah, you always need to just look at your fence. Hey, if things look okay, but you just got a couple of bad boards, just replace the board. It's going to cost you a few bucks and a screw.
Yeah. And
it's worth it.
Yeah, definitely. And at
unless
the end,
you've got a fence like ours, and we really got
it's about that time.
Because that's the one thing, like, yes, of course I can go out and replace but I don't wanna.
Yeah, and it's
I don't want
it's a lot of
and if I would just go buy the damn boards and get out there early in the morning and later in the evening when it cools off, we'd have it in no time.
Yeah, but it's some work.
That's
not only that,
it gets I do not enjoy.
And not only that, it gets harder way quicker than you think.
It does.
Ain't nobody finna be out there at 5 and 6 in the morning tomorrow night. Pass me one of these boards.
I'm not making donuts.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, look that up to get the joke. Time to make the donuts. Look it up.
I'm up at 5 or 6. Yeah. I'm going to go buy donuts. Going to do.
But another thing that we did, it comes in the fact of everything that we did. We completely remodeled our house.
We did.
The interior of our house. There was a lot of alcohol involved in that. So, because there were a lot of expletives involved. So
there was a lot of
we redid the lights and everything down here. Yeah, so it was and actually we're sitting here looking at our chalkboard, our board behind us. This behind us, believe it or not, this sexy woman here was like, hey, I got an idea. She has paint that is used as chalkboard paint. So behind us is the actual wall was what was it, just brown? What was the color?
It was brown.
It was brown. The wall was just brown. So we got this chalkboard paint. You
can buy anywhere.
And painted this side of the wall, and now you can write on like a chalkboard, and it's pretty cool. So
and what's fun about you is that you genuinely didn't know that things existed.
No, I didn't know any of these things existed.
No idea.
I was like, man, this is pretty dang.
And I was
cool.
like, dude, we can do that for $20.
Yeah, and it literally was. It was like maybe 20. I'd say maximum $30.
Yeah.
But then you just paint this wall, and now when the grandkids come over and they want to write on something, the chalk and all that, they can write on this wall. That's what it's for.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's what it's for. I mean, what else? Oh, we started building a bar.
We did. We got to finish the bar.
We got to finish the bar. We started building the bar. It was pretty good. I'm pretty excited about a lot of the things that we did. We completely revamped our basement.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you start talking about do it yourself, there's really no excuse to not at least try it. YouTube, if you don't know anything, YouTube is a great teacher.
It really is. The only problem I have with DIY things is you can tell when someone's not or hasn't been ever a professional in that field.
Yeah.
And so I go into a lot of these houses like that are up for sale. And I was like, even in this house, I'm like, yeah, so they just needed a quick update. So they got the standard tile that was 50 cents for a 12 by 12 and everything's brown. And it's cheap. It's not color throughout. It's,
But we also been finding those things here.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like you can tell when someone did it themselves and didn't know, like wasn't a professional at all, compared to people that have actually been in that trade.
Yes.
You can tell. And I'm not sitting here saying my work is great. No, I have plenty of flub ups, but it irks me when I go in and see that someone, instead of actually fixing the thing, just threw more caulk on it.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts.
Yeah. Because I can find, I have found that with our bathroom, I think we found that a lot too, where it was a lot of DIY.
Well, our kitchen floor.
Yeah.
Instead of just cleaning the grout, they painted the grout. And here's the bad thing about it. They painted the grout white and they painted over grout that was brown. And so now the paint, because it wasn't even grout paint. And so now when we go and scrub our floors, it's coming up.
Yeah.
So now our floor just looks dirty all the time. And it's driving me insane.
She definitely is getting a little upset, a little perturbed with it.
Well, and now we have a register in front of our refrigerator. Who does that?
Yeah.
Who puts a register in front of the refrigerator?
Yeah. And in case you're wondering, for those that don't know what register is, I'm the same way, but she's talking about a vent. She's talking about a vent. Who puts that there? I don't know, but
because then what happened on it was like Thanksgiving or Easter or something. We dropped the chicken broth.
Oh man, I was so upset.
And it went into the vent.
And I was like,
and it smelled like rotten chicken for weeks.
Yes. Couldn't do nothing but I couldn't do nothing. Look in the mirror like, thanks, self.
It was so bad.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah, I'm ready for that register to be cut off.
Yeah,
just shield up.
So we have painted every single room in this house except one, and that's down here in the spare bedroom. Would you agree? Or did we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only bedroom
in the bathroom down here.
Yep. Okay, so 2 bedrooms.
Yeah,
that we
that's
have.
Coming.
That's coming. So we are definitely going to be doing that. But when we talk about, do it yourself things, I have to take it a step further other than just talking about building things, talking about doing it yourself. What about, when we talk about doing it yourself, what about taking that leap, right? We talk about do it yourself. What about, hey, no, I need somebody with me to take this leap, or I need somebody to do this with me? Why not saying, you know what? Sometimes when you are waiting on people to come and help you, it's not going to come. So you have to also be comfortable with doing your own DIY on yourself.
Initiative.
It's an initiative. You got to be comfortable with doing your own DIY, because I'm going to tell you, this is Mental Health Awareness Month, people. So seriously, if you're waiting for people to come to you, you've been waiting for a long time, they're not going to knock on the door. You need to go to therapy. You need to know. Self-care is a huge DIY project. You are your own DIY project.
Absolutely.
You're your own DIY project.
And
you're never done. You're consistently upgrading.
No, you're never done. You're never going to be perfect. You're never ever going to be what you want to be unless you have done that work and you are totally sound.
Yeah.
But you're always learning, you're always evolving, and people just need to take the initiative and say, hey, I'm not okay. I need help.
Yeah.
And it's hard for people to do. There's a horrible stigma. It is not getting better. It is only getting worse, especially with everything that's happening in our country right now.
Mm-hmm.
And, I said it today. I say it every day. We're just getting used to seeing people again.
And it shows.
Yeah. And we're all so awkward.
It
and
is.
Should we shake hands or can we take off our masks? And it's just scary. And then, what do I talk about? Because everybody is so heated over everything.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you guys may have noticed, and I'm sure you have noticed, there was a span of emergency landings from planes because, people were getting unruly passengers.
Oh,
remember we were talking about that?
I am not flying anytime soon.
Yeah, people were getting very unruly because they didn't want to wear a mask. And in the reality, it was like we're like, no, they've been cooped up in the house.
Yep.
They have to wear masks everywhere they go, and that people hadn't been around people for a long time. And it's one of those things. That's why we talk about do DIY, consistently work on yourself.
Yeah.
Consistently work on yourself, man. Like, look, we will never claim to be perfect. We will never, ever claim to be perfect. Nope. So the things that we are talking about on this podcast is stuff that we have experienced ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about, hey, we did a remodeling and all that. We are still in the process of remodeling ourselves.
Yeah, we are.
we are still in the process.
Lifelong project.
It is a lifelong. We are in the process of remodeling ourselves, taking that break. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of your mental health, keeping the toxic people away.
It's a very human experience.
It is.
And I feel like COVID has given us that. I think we were all just so kind of robotic and, hey, we'll get through this and just trudging along. And then we got so severely interrupted that now it's like being born again and you're just walking outside like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it is kind of weird. I think we walked in a place with no mask and I think we were more nervous that we didn't have a mask on. Because don't get it twisted. We're vaxxed and about to get boosted, all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. But at the same time, it's like, you were programmed so long that you need to wear a mask.
Yes.
You need to wear a mask. And I'm like, man, you're seeing all these people dying because of COVID, people still dying from it. But, a constant, like we said, it's a constant DIY, man. You got to take care of yourself is what it comes down to, right?
And that's what every day you and I are doing more and more. And that is fantastic and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's just, because, new variant.
It's new week, new variant.
Yeah, exactly. Variant. It's been really hard. And then, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough because we talk about DIY, but the things that we have just discussed when we said DIY, hey, remodeling, gardening, these are also stress relievers.
Oh, they're so good.
These are also stress relievers. There's good ways to.
Or just doing a craft.
Yeah.
Go on Pinterest and pick something to do. And a lot of times you have everything you need in your garage or in your house or in your basement or in that closet.
And
you've got glue and paint. You can find something.
Pick up a hobby. Pinterest is the bomb. I'm going to tell you, I picked up cooking I was on a cooking stint for a while.
He was. I
every day, everything I found.
But I've lost weight. So
everything I found in Pinterest, I was like, you don't say.
It's one of those things that like I'll look at something, and if it's a ridiculous amount of money, I'm like, nah, I'll make it. Yeah. And I will. I'll go make it. But if it's not, I'll be like, yeah, I'll buy it, because it's not worth the few hours, you know, that it's going to take. But if anybody's looking for a DIY project right now, I don't know.
What are you getting at?
Take a couple paper clips and just fashion them into a little wire hanger, and then send it to your favorite politician. Pick one.
Oh man.
I'm just saying.
I should have known by the look she had on her face that she was about to say something controversial. Looking for her, I don't know. I was like, yeah, I think I know there's something controversial going to come out of your mouth. But whatever, unscripted and definitely unapologetic. It's especially a way, when it comes to that.
It's a way for anybody with social anxiety or COVID fear or just doesn't have the time to go to their Capitol building or wherever they need to go to reach their politics. It's a great way they can do it at home and just put it in the mailbox.
Yeah.
Cost you a stamp.
Yep, there it is.
See,
that's
what it is. I'm trying to help.
That's what it is. You know, just getting clever, letting your folks, your leaders know that, hey, we have been paying attention.
Or just, you know, write 100 times, no wire hangers ever. Just put it in the mail.
There you go.
Put it in the mailbox.
These are all ways to let your leader, congressman, senator know, hey, thinking of you. So that's what it boils down to.
Dearest.
Yep. Baby, you got anything else for do it yourself?
I don't. There's so many great things though. You know, I love Pinterest. Mm-hmm. YouTube is incredible. Like, there's no excuse for you to not learn something new.
Yeah, there you go.
And try it.
Yeah, there you go. So you guys, whatever, Pinterest, YouTube, make sure you guys take a look. Don't be scared. Look, change is inevitable. Why not take control of it? Yeah. Why not take control? Welcome it to your life. But hey, so blue and yellow, as we started off, you guys make sure you support Ukraine any way you possibly can. DMWatchPodcast.com is where y'all can find us. Check us out on all the streaming services. Crypto is getting his butt kicked. That's fine. Service dog Nitsa and our other dog Scar says goodbye. So signing off for DM Watch Podcast. I am Davey.
I'm Miss.
And we are DM Watch. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.